Hey guys and girls, how's it going? So I hope you guys are having a great week. So I'm back today and I want to give you a little first impressions video. So there really aren't any major games coming out that I want to play until really the 29th of July, which is the next The Last of Us Remastered Edition. I've finally beaten Watch Dogs, so I've got a nice little space right now to play some other games that I've been kind of semi-interested in. And this is the first one that I want to talk about that I'm currently playing at the moment, which is the new Murdered Soul Suspect. So I'm playing this game on the PC. I'm playing the PC version of it, and I'm having a blast playing it. I'm really enjoying it. So the basic game, I've got a little bit of gameplay footage in the background for you guys to have a look at, see if anything interests you and you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So the basic game itself, it revolves around the main character of a guy called Ronan O'Connor. He's basically a detective, and right at the beginning of the game you die horribly. So you get pushed out of a window. It's really not a spoiler because it was in trailers and everything else. Get pushed out of a window. You're trying to track down this serial killer, a guy that they've called the Bell Tower Killer. And anyway, you catch him, and he pushes you out of a window and then shoots you about 7 or 8 times in the chest, and you become a ghost. And then the rest of the game, you are trying to find out who the Bell Tower Killer is and basically catch the guy that killed you. And so that is basically the only way that you can find peace and cross over. So the actual game itself is really fun. So it reminds me quite a lot of LA Noire. It's definitely got elements of LA Noire. So as a spirit, it's kind of cool. You can walk through walls. You can't walk through everything. Anything with kind of a blue haze is a sort of like a spiritual kind of object, and you can't walk through it, but you can walk through other buildings and into open windows and open doors and so on. And basically, you know, during the game, there are elements of it that are very similar to LA Noire in that you are, you know, you'll get to a crime scene and you'll have to look at clues and puzzle together what's happened. And you know, at the end of like collecting all these clues, you'll have to like make certain kind of decisions or assumptions, and the more accurate you are, the higher your score. So I think you get shield points, detective shield points, for how accurate you are in like using that evidence and working it out. So if you're like completely spot on, I think you get like 3 shield points for every decision made or choice made. So in that way, it's very similar to LA Noire, where you're doing the kind of interrogation thing. And I love this side of the whole detective murder mystery solving. Oh, just love it. Having so much fun looking around and looking at all the clues and trying to work it all out together. It's really enjoyable. There are sort of action elements to it. There are no weapons that I've come across at all yet. Obviously, you know, the weapon's corporeal. You can't really pick it up. I don't know if you're going to get some kind of spiritual power. It seems that every ghost have their own kind of unique powers based on sort of their own personal attributes when they were alive. So being a detective, a lot of the skills and powers I've got right now are about kind of like detective work and investigation, but who knows, maybe I will come across a kind of a weapon, but right now there isn't anything. Now that for me actually makes it more enjoyable and more challenging. Within this game there's a group of kind of monsters that are basically spirits that have not crossed over. They've not been able to resolve their issues or find peace, and they've become these kind of soul-sucking monsters, and they will go around and they will try to find you, and if they spot you, they home straight in on you and try to suck your soul and steal your soul, and you have to hide from them. And so you have to like jump into kind of like specters and hide from them, and then you can only take them down from behind. So it's really intense, like playing against those at certain moments. It's so intense when you're playing and they're there and you're just like, oh my god, don't spot me, don't spot me, don't spot me. And it's really fun. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. The musical score in this game is fantastic. It's really eerie, really creepy. It keeps you kind of on edge the whole way through. You feel like these monsters could turn up at any moment moment that something could happen at any moment. It's really, really fun. So the musical score is outstanding, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Another ability that you do have, which is quite cool, is you can actually possess people. So you can possess humans, and when you possess them, you can read their minds, and sometimes it can be quite amusing what you kind of hear. You can also influence them, so you can influence them to give you more information or make a certain decision, and you base that on a lot of the evidence that you've found. And you can also possess animals. So there was one point that I've played so far where I could actually possess a cat, and that meant that I could get to places, you know, through vents, or I could climb up areas that I couldn't get to as a ghost. So I am really enjoying it. I love the character so far, Ronan O'Connor. I'm really liking his voice actor. His character's really he's kind of interesting. He's got a kind of, it seems to have a criminal background. He grew up on the street, so he's a bit of a tough nut. But yeah, I'm very interested to learn out a little bit more about him. And he's had something tragic happen to him in the past, that's slowly being revealed by collecting clues. So I'm very excited to find out more about his background and his character. I've also come across another girl called Joy, and she seems to be some kind of a medium. She can actually see me. She's cool. I like her character. She's a bit feisty, you know, and yeah, the banter between her and Ronan's really enjoyable, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I'm currently playing at the moment. I am really, really enjoying this game, and I definitely would recommend it to people to buy. I've played, I'd say, about 2.5 hours of it so far, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I will be doing a review of this game when I do complete it, definitely, and so I'll let you guys know what I think about the game in its entirety then. But just from my first impressions, this game is really, really fun, really, really refreshing, and really, really interesting, and I'm really enjoying it. Alright, so I just wanted to share that with you guys today, let you know what I'm playing at the moment, and give you my impressions on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please show your support by hitting that like button below. Please pop any comments in the space below if you want to know more about this game, or if you've got any questions about it, or even if you've played it yourself and you want to comment on that. Please just, you know, interact, share below. Check out any of the videos on my channel. If you like what you see, please go ahead and slap that subscribe button. Alright, so I hope you guys have a great day and a great week, and I will catch you next time. See ya!
Yeah.